Here we are. It's been a bit of a called for reunion as such for all the boys and girls who've been watching us on Castle Capes. We haven't been on the bank. It's me and Peaty both got different things on the radar at the moment. So we thought, look, with all the banter that loves to fly around, we'd come say hello for you. You know what we're like. We're here to have a laugh and not take ourselves too seriously. But there is a serious message behind this. What we're going to cover tonight is the Chod rig. Chods for nods. Cast anywhere, pub chuck rig. You can fish it over pretty much anything. But a lot of people, I've not recommended ever putting a bead on a bit of lead core, the shocker rigs and things like that. I don't agree with. But the key is having beads that will pop off safely and fishing it safe. Got to be safe.
Got to be safe. And something that you don't see sometimes on the bank. They're a little bit shady, aren't they? So
yeah,
we can try and help that, sort that problem out, innit?
Yeah, we're basically
definitely a couple of tips here, like you say.
Yeah,
there's a couple of tips here.
Peaty fishes one way, I fish mine.
Landing fish ratio.
Yeah,
I'll tell you now, big time, and I still don't see it get used a lot.
No. Well, this is it. Let's start on let's show you the materials you're gonna need. Yeah, there's a few extras here, but as we like to promote things, you can't beat the mouth trap. As simple and as easy as that. It's the best on the market, really. So for a stiff material, you can manipulate it to work it really aggressively or not.
Was the nuts for years.
ESP was the one, that was pioneering in the good old days, like round about Cassine era. They were the boys talking of that. Look, ESP, we've got them there. Heavy rig rings. I'll show you that in a minute. And hook ring swivels. They're smaller than any rig swivel out there in my eyes, and you'll see for a minute. It's another little edge I'm going to blow them on, which I don't like giving away too much, but look, showing you everything you need here. Love the new safe systems. These are for fishing the naked choddies. Get on them for quarter. They're safe as houses, they are. And obviously your bait floss. So food in the background. We love the thinking anglers stuff. So yeah, thinking anglers use thinking anglers gear. Simple as easy as that. Even like their little rig wallets. And of course, the infamous sticky baits vortex. So right. Pete, you're gonna explain that. We laid them out on the bed here, so you have to bear with us. This is off the cuff and that.
Basically, and that mate likes to attack and that this year, and that mate is you know what I mean. Unless you're on them clear spots in certain name pegs on the lake,
yeah,
some of the spots on there, mate, you do need a chop. For far as I'm concerned, then in my opinion, I think you do need a chog rig, mate, to present over that. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're in them spots what are visibly clear and that, because people are baiting them, you know.
But if we get it down on here, Pete, we're about to see through it.
But that's the setup I'm running this year, mate.
We'll start down at the ledge.
45 ES lead core, mate. Yeah. Straight through. All right, little tiny ounce and a half, mate. I'm only chucking.
It's a little underarm flicking.
Yeah, I'm only underarm flicking, mate. 30 yards max. You know, little ES, little sleeve on the top there, mate. Done me old school.
But yeah, like a lot of people leave a bit of a hinge in there. Yeah.
Well, that's it, mate. Yes, that's it like that.
Look how it folds over.
I see people sleeve them up all the time, mate.
Yeah.
You know, on the bottom there.
Some people have it tight, so there's no flexibility.
I'm not saying that ain't no good, but personally,
it'll work. It'll do the job.
Better like that, innit?
But again, a little bit more in depth here.
Let's old school 4-turn. Like this is the bit. You know,
keep your hand out of the way. We'll be able to see a little bit more.
It's the ratio of this now, mate. You know, when that lead's away, from that fish.
There we go, look, this is all a little bit off the cuff and that. So
that's how I like my chod anyway.
Pete ties a knot in his lead core, and then there's a bead down there.
Old school 4-turn knot, mate.
4-turn.
Bead down on the side there, mate.
But he fishes his without any loops. Not quite, a little bit aggressive curve in there, but not too much.
Yeah, I like mine like that, mate.
But why do you fish with this knot in here then, Pete? Can you explain to me
what it is, mate?
Who you cloned that off? Like the idea? Where'd you get that one from? We'll get at my rig in a minute.
Definitely, mate. There's no doubt about it, mate. It's old Jim, mate.
Yeah,
Uncle Jim, mate. Every time, you know, his catch rate does the talking, and when it comes to the chod rig, mate, you know. But this is something I don't see, you know, people doing it, you know, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm losing them. Oh, I'm getting them on, and I'm losing them," or you know, something's going on, and that can't be good with that. Always sliding down
to the lead.
To there all the time, you know.
Plus, when you're reading in, you're going to smash your point up on your hook.
I still don't see it getting used, you know, and. As far as I'm concerned, that's perfectly safe. So
that's a noddy mistake, really, isn't it? Not to have a little knot in there.
There's a couple of lads straight away that we're going on to, and I've seen people and they're losing them while they're bumping them.
Yeah, got no confidence.
I'll tell you that a lot of it, mate, is because they've got no distance there, and they are bumping them. It's
too
short there.
Yeah.
You know, that's all right if you know, a little ounce and a half there, 30 yard chucking, but you know, I fished cutwaters last season, mate. You know, I I'd fish the 30 pound, and you're hitting that anything up 110 yards.
Yeah.
You're going to need 3 ounce lead on there. Surely that you don't really want that 3 ounce lead sort of half inch away. That's personal preference, but
yeah.
To me that's a proper little system, mate. That's easy. 4-turn old school knot on that, mate. Back through, Bang.
It's a little stop knot. That's all it is.
2mm sleeve on top of that ESP, mate. Bang. That's straight off. That's running, mate. That slides right off the top.
Yeah, cause safety's key. A lot of people.
Messing.
What's wrong this? I will have to say this bit, which we talk quite a lot about, is being safe. And a lot of people are using chopper droppers, which is where this lead ejects. Now, bear in mind, how's the fish then going to get rid of this?
Yeah, and another thing,
it's then stuck down here.
It's a paramount.
Trailing all that.
It's a paramount, like you say.
Safety.
It's certain things, you need to know that's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Now if you shake it hard and you do pop it.
Yeah, it's safe. There you go, like that, and it's off. That's free running. The fish has ain't got hands. Can't do that, can it? The fish can't.
Yeah, if you can't do that will. Just take your time, get some thinner diameter tubing, and sleeve that down.
Attention to detail. This is what we do.
If you can pop it, it's
away
safe.
from the lake. We've got all our gear and we play about. We've got ponds in the back garden. We've got all sorts of stuff.
I see people
mess
use
around in buckets, simple little things.
I see people using not quite the right size bead, not quite the right size diameter with a tubing, mate. And this chod setup, mate, is a paramount. You've got to get it safe.
Got to get it safe.
You've got to do it right. The beads have got to be right.
Lead core fished in the wrong hands is deadly.
And this down here, there's other ways to do it. You'll explain the other ways.
Let's go on to my one at the moment. So we covered Peaty, and we fish very similar. I'm an avid user of Avid. There's no other punter to use it. Again, I use a hinge system. Leave it down on the deck. It's a little bit easier for the cameras to pick up, Peaty. And like I say, just like a little, so it can kick, come away. Sits a little bit better, but we go up. I'm a bit of a thinking angler, or I like to think I am. So I actually go through the effort of splicing a rig ring in there to make a difference. Again, safety's paramount. Yeah, that needs to be able to drop off really simply and go the other way. I really like running bead. We ain't going to go through that. We know it's safe. We know it's a bigger bore that comes off. But I fish mine slightly different. Rather than using that little one, we'll go over to this one. Peaty and I are very similar in how we attach ours, but that's mine. Little size 11, quite an aggressive curve on there. But again, the hook swivels. That's what it's all about. It gives that bait a little bit more extra movement. You can see how these flip and turn. There's no shadow of a doubt how they hook in the bottom lip. Not scissors, not up on top of the mouth. They're good hooking rigs. But again, they need to be safe. That allows the lead to stay at the end where it can safely pull off that rig. And at the worst case scenario, it's carrying what? 3 inches a hook rig. That's nothing, is it? It's going to deal with that pretty quickly.
And the aggressive curve.
Yeah, simple as that.
Aggressive curve.
So yeah, we've got a couple of minutes left on this one. So whilst we're here, like I say, we'll go through the gear. Avid leads, try them. Call the mouth traps. Danny Alley, we love you guys. Look at that. Yeah, it's even on pause. Look at that, perfect motion. But like I say, seriously, thinking anglers. You think angler's gear, simple as easy as that. And bank food, it's essential. You do need some good bank food. And whilst we have come around tonight, Peaty has. I took a lot of photos in that for him recently, over the last season or so. There's some of his old school ones. It's all sorts up there. Check out the Terry Hearn clone look up there. You can quite easily mistake that for a young Terry Hearn one. Them even look like he's got a bit of a gurn on. Yeah, even down to a little bit of magazine coverage. Peaty got in there. I don't know how he got his mug in there. He don't even know how to use a computer. So yeah, we've got all these on here. But then we go on to these ones. This is what it's all about. Pretty scalies, and these are pretty scalies. Some lovely Kraken Commons. That's the one I want. I will have at some point, sooner or later. But yeah, the old Hobbit wanted to see the photos up on the wall, so here they are. That's the one. That's a special capture. That was Lee Robs. Looks like a Yatley car park tank, yeah? Proper nice car, isn't it? We're running out of time, we've got about 30 seconds left, so yeah. Yeah,
basically, mate, as well, another thing we've got to touch on, mate, is pop-ups, mate.
Pop-ups. We'll go on to that, we'll do another video, yeah? We've got plenty of time tonight, and we have a bit of a social. We're now got
pop-ups.
Hello, say hello for the cameras.
Hello.
See? Shh, secret squirrels, can't say too much. For me and him, you know what we say, get on the sticky!